Yeah, thank you for coming, Marcus. Also, yeah. So the state of service design and the relationship with the public services or public administration is currently that we've had in the past year the first few cases of successfully implementing some principles and actually adopting service design for developing new services and also basically making existing services better. These are the first use cases that we can actually use to convince now in the future other public institutions to kind of try and go for it and see how it can be useful for their contexts. I would say that also we've been doing a lot of work for the past 4 to 5 years in the field of education and training for the public servants. So one of the things is by us joining the global GOVJAM event, and the other part is that we're actually collaborating with the Administration Academy, it's called here. So where we're doing actually trainings for different public officials in terms of like the introduction into service design and design thinking. So yeah, the first issue here is still that there's not enough case studies or basically successfully implemented projects that would be potentially also supported by metrics, so having the success measures backing those up. So it doesn't seem only somebody has tried something new and we put this in the world. So measuring the impact and the absence of more cases. The other part is the procurement process that is still for now not in terms of the public administration and the potential project owners are not aware of necessarily how they can plan for an actual service design project to happen within the development of a new service. So they don't plan for the resources nor the timings for such a project to actually come about. So this is one part that we're still working on and trying to also through these cases showcase that these are projects that last longer and it's not a quick fix. We cannot solve something overnight, and these projects are not something that are done in the black box in the creative sector, but that it does include a lot of co-creation and collaboration and inputs from the project owners and also other stakeholders involved in the developing of a service. So the GOVJAM, this is our 7th edition of Ljubljana GOVJAM. We joined this event, I think, back in 2013 already. So yeah, 12 then. Yeah, 2012. So we're joining the global event under the global jams. It has only gotten real traction, I think, around 3 to 4 years ago that we actually managed to get a buy-in from the Ministry of Public Administration. And they're now actually highly involved also in recruiting their employees from different organizations within the public administration to kind of join us and basically attend the 2-day workshop where we show public officials and employees that what the design thinking approach to solving problems is and how we can put our users in the center while solving or basically developing services for them. And they go through the whole process. They find out what it means to interview people and how we inform through consumer insight, customer insights, user insights, how we inform the development of services, and they also get to prototype new services and test them out. So these are the 2 main points that we're trying to kind of help public officials to experience and also themselves recognize how that might be applicable to their own world and to day-to-day work, and yeah, basically learn new skills. I think one of the strong or the most important elements here is how do we enable conversations that kind of bring people on the same page about how we go about understanding who we're building our solutions for. A lot of times it's how can we bring them closer from the office to the actual front stage or shop floor of a public administration units, and basically get them to understand a bit about how specific services or public services are being used by the citizens, and how we can work on improving those. So that, I think, is a part of the conversation that a lot of times, even not only in public services but also in organizations such as, in companies, is when you're in an office in your own box, we work a lot based on assumptions. So getting closer to our users, I think, is something that we can, as service designers, can really help organizations basically understand and come closer, and then draw from that and inform the development of new services.